Hello everyone, and welcome back to MyGM in WWE 2K24. We are here for WrestleMania. It's the end of Season 1. We are in second place. NXT currently holds the lead. So, it's all going to come down to this. I've got the network special card, so hopefully... I'm doing everything I can, really. I also went ahead and used my morale card on Finn Balor. I don't really know. I just wanted to use it, I guess. So money is basically nothing. I did not make the smartest plays with money in this season. I will see what I can do with that next year. I am also really hoping that the assets carry over between seasons, because otherwise... that's a lot of assets that I'm kind of just throwing away. So my fingers are crossed. Looking at the card, there's not a whole lot I can do because of budget. So we're doing Falls Count Anywhere. It's going to get a maximum quality boost for the show. So hopefully, stamina and whatnot, it ends up working out. I'm not entirely sure who all are going to be my keepers, to be fair. I know for sure that it's Dom. So, if I could get the Judgment Day, I would appreciate that, but we'll do what we can. Basically, every promo is a charity promo because trying to gain as many fans as possible to not lose to NXT, we'll see how that does. Damian Priest and Pete Dunne are going to conclude that Level 4 rivalry in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This one, hoping to get decent rating based on the class matchups, because Cruiser and Giant, I think, is the best combination you can do. We have Chuck McWagon and Randy Orton concluding their feud in a Falls Count Anywhere. Fatal 4-Way for the title, IC title, I should say. Cruz del Toro, Dijak, Tony D'Angelo, and Finn Balor. Just having a match on the card, more or less. And then the main event is for the Women's Championship. It's Rhea Ripley versus Tegan Nox. And that one is also Falls Count Anywhere. I would have liked to do... something a little fancier than that, but it is what it is. So, yeah, there's not really anything else to look into, because I can't afford any power cards. So we will jump into it. And we will, showcase match. I think I'll make it one of the title ones. So we'll simulate Pete Dunne and Damian Priest one-on-one. Oh, and it's Pete Dunne who gets the win over Priest. That was 5 stars, so... off to a good start, 3,000 on Jey Uso's charity promo. Io and Piper one-on-one, and the win goes to Io. It starts a rivalry, so if I'm able to get both of them back in the draft somehow, I could continue that, but I'm not going to bank on it. Okay, Jackson Smooth got us 6,000 fans on the charity promo. Chuck McWagon and Randy Orton, No, I think I'll stick to the title matches rather than do 2... Falls Count Anywheres back-to-back, so Chuck and Randy, the win goes to Randy, and that got 4.5 and concludes the feud. Dirty Dom got us another 6,000 fans, so we're looking good going into this. And yeah, we don't have to worry about trades at the end of this episode, so I will go back to showcasing 2 matches. Alright, so here we go, WrestleMania, end of Season 1. This match might not be one of the ones that's going to get a big star rating necessarily, but we get a title match. We get a little excitement, have some showcasing of some of our just people who are on the roster. Finn Balor, can he hold on to the Intercontinental title for the Judgment Day? Nope, this is wrong. I was reminded... in the last episode that I did, that the camera has changed. Is there a way that I can get it to not target a single wrestler? Free camera, shortcuts. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll have to play with this not in the middle of a match. I don't want to sabotage the match. It's been a little bit since I last uploaded one of these episodes. I guess in the context of hiatuses I've taken in the past, it's not that long, but, daily uploads, kind of a hard schedule to keep to, especially nowadays that I have, less free time, it was much easier to do when I was younger and had less responsibilities and stuff like that. So the daily uploads might not be the standard going forward. I might go to like every other day or something like that. All depends on what I'm feeling, what I got time for, that sort of thing. But we do have a few exciting episodes coming up. Obviously, this one is WrestleMania. We get the start of Season 2 next time and a draft, so that'll be cool. And yeah, Finn Balor, if he holds on to the Intercontinental title, then maybe he will be one of the keepers. We will just wait and see how this matchup goes. Cruz del Toro's beating people up with a kendo stick there, but Dijak takes him down. Dijak definitely has the size advantage in this one. Oh, Finn just chucks the chair. I guess there's the free camera. I'll do it myself. This isn't quite the same as the way that the camera used to work previously. I feel like I would like to get a little lower down, but the controls aren't the controls are not as intuitive as I was hoping for. Yeah, no. Oh, I can hide the UI and stuff. Sorry, I am not familiar with this new mechanic really at all, but there's a cover that didn't go anywhere. As Tony D'Angelo got whipped into the corner there, but now Finn, he's caught in like a Cobra clutch here. Oh, into the like crossface, but unfortunately for Cruz del Toro, Tony D'Angelo was there and a drop kick. Springboard drop kick delivered. Tony D'Angelo goes outside of the ring. Dijak, he does a springboard of his own with a crossbody. As Cruz del Toro and Tony D'Angelo on the outside. Meanwhile, Dijak has got Finn Balor by the throat, choke slam, and into the cover, hook of the leg. Oh, the referee was so slow. And Tony D'Angelo was able to get in and break that one up. Finn Balor jumps back up to his feet, slams Cruz del Toro down onto that steel chair. As Dijak now rolling to the outside. Of course, this one being a fatal four-way, it's, this one could go on for a while, or it could end pretty suddenly. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have messed with the camera. I don't really know. I have not practiced with it at all. It'd be different if, back in the universe mode days, if I would have killed to have a feature like this, where you could, pick your own shots. You had the highlight reel, but you always had a very limited time frame that you could work with. So being able to just do it in the match is definitely helpful. Actually, but I used to play the matches, so I'm not sure if the camera works in quite the same way. Yeah, it looks like this is about the best I can do. I figured out how to get it off the free cam. It actually wasn't that hard. My brain just doesn't process the information correctly sometimes. Oh, Dijak's down. The cover by Cruz del Toro. Finn trying to go in to make the save. 1, 2, and Finn just makes it. It looks like this is the pre-built-in stage camera, and it's not ideal, but it's something different. As Finn Balor now has got Cruz del Toro, drops him with the reverse 1916, but Tony D'Angelo not gonna let him capitalize on it. As Finn draped up against the rope. Oh, Tony D'Angelo looking to perhaps hit a finisher of his own here. As Cruz del Toro goes for the ride, D'Angelo plants him, hooks the leg, but that's not gonna... Finn, what are you doing? Finn didn't break up the pin, he gave up. Finn Balor said, you know what, I'm tired of this, and he just let Tony D'Angelo win the Intercontinental title. I don't know how to make sense of that move. Maybe Finn is just done with SmackDown. Finn said, no, I'm not going to be a keeper. I want to get out of here. That match got 3.5 stars. And in a shocking turn of events, Finn Balor drops the Intercontinental title to Tony D'Angelo. Jimmy Uso gets us another 6,000 fans. Perhaps Finn Balor leaving the Judgment Day as well. Even if he comes back to SmackDown, maybe he shouldn't be in the Judgment Day. Well, for now, we're going to move on to another Judgment Day match as it's Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox. It's the main event of WrestleMania Season 1. WWE Women's Championship is on the line. Tegan Nox, Rhea Ripley, one-on-one, face-to-face, head-to-head, right here, right now. Can Rhea Ripley perhaps capture the gold for Judgment Day? And you know, I feel like we have to have the men's and the women's champion as keepers. So, you know, Rhea could do it, and we fulfill that promise to her. I'm not playing the match. I decided to just spectate because I feel like the chaos is more interesting to me at the moment. So yeah, this is a battle for a keeper spot as well as the top women's prize on SmackDown. So Rhea Ripley looks ready. Tegan Nox, she's ready to go. And the referee will ring the bell, and the match is underway. So Rhea Ripley starts off, kick to the midsection, looking to assert dominance, outpower Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox going to have to use her athleticism to her advantage as Rhea Ripley just raining down shots here. Punches to the face and then just slapped her. The disrespect from Rhea Ripley. And talk about disrespect here, showing more of that. Just posing, stomping her to the mat. But Tegan Nox, she as the champion, she might still be the underdog in this particular matchup, though. Of course, Rhea Ripley, her legacy has been pretty well established at this point. Tegan Nox, unfortunately, has had opportunities in the past, but just, you know, luck hasn't really been on her side. She, you know, was scheduled to be in the very first Mae Young Classic, but unfortunately, I think she tore her ACL, I believe? Or, no, not Achilles. I think it was her ACL. And then, you know, showed up in the second Mae Young Classic, which could have been another big opportunity for her to break out and establish herself as one of WWE's top female talents. But unfortunately, you know, I don't remember who she was wrestling, but tore her ACL again, like mid-match, which is just very unfortunate. But here in MyGM, perhaps could get the opportunity for some sustained success. I mean, capturing well, first off, we have a cover here by Rhea, but a kick out. But yeah, you know, she's already established a potential place. She's had success. She won the women's championship. Oh, a German suplex folds her in half. But Tegan Nox, though, that luck, once again, doesn't appear to be on her side as Rhea Ripley is just totally demolishing her out there. Oh, and Rhea Ripley, she's going to grab a weapon. She's got a steel chair. Of course, yeah, this one is Falls Count Anywhere. The Fatal 4-Way was not, but this is a Falls Count Anywhere match, so no disqualification as well. Ooh, the octopus stretch here applied by Tegan Nox. Oh, but Rhea Ripley, the power, as she drops her with a sidewalk slam. And now Rhea Ripley, just grabbing her by the throat and tossing her around once again. Oh, as things are not looking good at all for Tegan Nox. Rhea Ripley, she's out to make a statement tonight. Oh, and now just absolutely brutalizing her. Kicks repeated into the sternum of Tegan Nox, but she's not down yet. Tegan Nox still has got fight. As Rhea Ripley Irish whipped into the corner, and the running uppercut delivered by Tegan Nox. And now she's firing up. Tegan Nox maybe could be looking to build the comeback now. Perhaps the tide could be turning as Rhea off the ropes. The drop down. The leapfrog by Tegan Nox. Oh, and the running uppercut. Or perhaps a running back elbow connected into the cover now. One. No. And the referee really does still have a slow wind-up. I feel like even in some older games, the referee used to be a little better at getting into position. But, I mean, referees getting into position has always kind of been iffy in WWE games. So Rhea Ripley fights her back off the apron now, but Tegan Nox still looking to capitalize. A German suplex of her own delivered as Rhea now. Rhea's dazed and confused. Oh no, but Tegan took her eye off the prize, and that might cost her. As Rhea Ripley now, back elbow. Oh, knife edge chop blocked. Oh, and then Tegan Nox, a choke slam. Tegan Nox delivers with a choke slam on Rhea Ripley, hooks to the outside leg. 1, 2. Oh, no, not quite the 3, though. but Tegan Nox has certainly shifted the momentum in this matchup in her favor. Rhea kipped up there. Oh, tried for the baseball slide. Tegan Nox. Oh my god, Tegan Nox with the knockout kick there. Oh, and it's falls count anywhere. She could win it here. Referee, get into position. 1, 2, no! Oh, that's a huge break for Rhea Ripley. Tegan Nox, it might be a falls count anywhere match, but the referee was, trying to get outside of the ring, wasn't in position at all, and what might have just been a victory for Tegan Nox has been snatched away, and Rhea Ripley, well, she has the opportunity to now put Tegan Nox away. Oh, and she's going to try to make her tap. As Rhea Ripley, she's got her in the submission here on the outside. The legs are all tied up, but no, Tegan Nox will not submit. And so Rhea Ripley going to continue just dissecting her, stomping the hand of Tegan Nox there, and now going to hook the leg. This could be anticlimactic. 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know how the AI works. I saw that coming. Why didn't she just hit the riptide? Oh well. Rhea Ripley. Perhaps, well, I have to question the official here. Perhaps Rhea Ripley had an inside, an inside agent. The referee, wasn't in position. It might have just been a mistake, but I don't know. The Judgment Day, I wouldn't trust them to do anything fair. Either way, Rhea, she is the new women's champion. I also gotta say, they really got Rhea Ripley's presentation down on that championship victory, the camera work and everything. It's cool if like that kind of thing transfers over to the games a bit more, because I feel like WWE's camera work recently and just overall presentation has definitely been, I don't know, I feel like it's been getting better. But anyway, that's a side tangent. Tag team titles for ECW are on the line in the opener. Julius Creed and Joaquin Wilde against Shinsuke and Kit Wilson. And the win goes to Shinsuke and Kit Wilson. They recapture the titles, and it was 4.5 stars. I guess maybe they're going to try and keep this rivalry going through the draft. We'll see about that one. Alexa Bliss and Tamina, 1-on-1. And the win goes to Tamina, 3 stars. It's a potential new feud, maybe. R-Truth goes up 4 popularity on the Self promo. Ronda Rousey, Zoe Stark, 1-on-1. And the win goes to Zoe. That concludes the feud. It got 3.5 stars. Karrion Kross, charity promo. Went really well for them. Blair Davenport, Wendy Chu, and Tiffany Stratton, triple threat. And the win goes to Blair Davenport, 3 stars. And that concluded a feud with Blair and Wendy. And then the main event, Josh Briggs, JD McDonough for the ECW Championship. And JD McDonough retains, 4.5 stars. And yeah, I know that the worse you perform in the ratings, the more keepers you get. So ECW probably could keep a good amount of people. NXT 2.0, this is the big one. Luke Gallows and Logan Paul finally get to conclude their feud that I feel like they started at the beginning of the season. And Logan Paul hangs on to the NXT North American Championship, 4.5 stars, and he didn't get injured. So if they choose to keep him, he's in good shape. The Miz wins a triple threat tables match. It got 3 stars. They didn't do nearly as many charity promos, so I feel like I should be okay. Yo, Kevin Owens. I didn't realize that was for the NXT Championship, but Kevin Owens defeats MVP and Ivar in a 4.5 star tables match. So that's pretty hype. Montez Ford, self promo. Scarlett and Becky Lynch, 1-on-1. Oh, that was a submission match as well. Scarlett gets the win, and it got 3.5. No, I think it's the steel cage match now that pays off feuds, and like, you get like, I think it's like plus 10,000 fans per rivalry level resolved or something like that. Bayley calls out Raquel, so I assume they're gonna try to keep them. I'll be interested to see who all the brands keep, but Main event for NXT 2.0, Drew Gulak and Big E in an Iron Man match. And the win goes to Big E. 4-star main event. So it wasn't the best match on the show. It definitely wasn't. I'm pretty confident that we'll be okay. Opener, Nikita Lyons, Carmella, and Karen Compactor. The win goes to Carmella, 3.5 stars. Dante Roberts lost popularity on the self-promo. Why not just cut a charity? I don't understand. Shayna Baszler and Candice LeRae. The win goes to Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. It's a 3-star match and potentially starts a feud. Rey Mysterio does another self-promo, goes up 1. What on earth? So, the team of LA Knight and Akira Tozawa finally lose the WCW tag team titles. And, well, I guess this is a team that you could say has, more WCW roots than the other one. Jake the Snake, I'm pretty sure wrestled in WCW for a bit. And Braun Breaker, I mean, son of Rick Steiner, so, like, yeah, he fits the WCW vibe. 3.5 stars. I digress. Cash Suplex, the Hurricane, and Seth Rollins. And the Hurricane gets the win. The feud with Cash Suplexes is still going. And then the main event is for the WCW Women's Championship. Liv Morgan, Indy Hartwell. Who does it? It is Indy Hartwell. 4 stars. She's the new WCW Women's Champion. And that's that. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that SmackDown is gonna get the win. I feel like we concluded more feuds than any of the other shows. I'm not sure if it shows concluded feuds. No, it does not. 124 plus 325,000 fans, because I did also play that power card, so that also gave a pretty big boost. ECW 118 plus 221,000. It's a lot less. NXT 122 for plus 232,000. Yep. If not the charity promos, the power card, I think, was what mainly pushed us over. And 189,000 for WCW. We have the power card. I'm not 100% sure if they carry over this year. Oh, wow. Yeah, that WrestleMania really put us ahead. WCW is in last by a fair amount. I mean, really, it's going to be hard for ECW or WCW to kind of bridge this gap at this point, but it's definitely possible. I'm not going to rule anything out. We had the most steel cage matches. All right. Paul Heyman, most Iron Man matches. Xavier Woods had the most submission matches. And William Regal had the most cruiserweights on the roster. Now, I find that hard to believe. I drafted a lot of cruiserweights. But it is what it is. And, yeah, this is just kind of some fun facts. It looks like SmackDown had everything but best average card quality, which went to NXT 2.0. Yeah, otherwise we got everything else. Can I not look individually? Oh, okay, I still can do that. Yeah, so most matches won was Dominic Mysterio at 16. Jackson Smooth, most popularity. Finn Balor spent the most weeks injured and also had the highest average match rating, which is interesting. We completed 12 rivalries. Average match quality was at 2.84. And yeah, that's that. ECW. Oh, ECW, did they really not get anybody injured? Or I guess they didn't finish with that person on their roster. JD McDonough was the most victorious. Blair Davenport competed the most. Ronda Rousey gained 64 popularity. And Omos had a average match rating of 4. They completed 9 rivalries for a 2.80 card quality. NXT 2.91 also completed 9 rivalries. Bayley was their most victorious. Luke Gallows, most matches booked. Scarlett, most popularity. Drew Gulak, an average of 4. And Logan Paul spent 8 weeks injured. That is rough. WCW, an average match card quality of 2.75 and only 6 feuds concluded. That is the lowest by a fair amount. Rey Mysterio had an average match rating of 4, and yeah, you know, that's all the stuff. And yeah, looking at the most matches won, Dom has the lead. So Dominic Mysterio is the biggest star in the WWE right now, and that is undisputed. That is no one can contest that. But Blair Davenport competed the most. And now season 2 is upon us. But I'm gonna save the keepers and whatnot for next time, which will be the season 2 draft. Thank you all for tuning into this one, and I will see you then.